I'm Kathleen Gross. I'm a social worker and I'm working with Barbara. But I also felt Fred had a very good point about being really telling things within your family system. My mother unfortunately passed away about a year ago, and she didn't want me to share with my relatives, who was very difficult for me because I'm a very open person, to say, oh, how's your mom doing? Oh, fine, when she wasn't really. So I think it's really important to get out there and really share, because you don't know what Fred had said, what's in your family history, and to, plus just to be supported. If I'm ever diagnosed, I want everyone in the world to know, to pray to God that I can hopefully get better. So, share.
Hi, I'm Patricia Gubo. I have my own consulting business, and I work with Barbara doing fund development and program development. Like probably most of us in the room, I have cancer in my family, and so when Barbara says cancer is cancer, I certainly some cancers get less focus, less research, but the issues that a cancer patient deals with cuts across the board.
Hello, my name is Mary Seta. I'm actually working closely with Barbara on her genetic breast cancer education program.
I'm Jack Kavanaugh, as you know, Barbara's husband. I carry the bags, I drive the car. I would like to just mention a very strong supporter of ours is Bill Hite, who's the president of the United Association of Plumbers and Pipe Fitters of America and Canada. It's a very long phrase, but they're a very large organization, 300,000 members. Now, Bill has multiple myeloma, and it isn't very often that you see people in leadership who are still working who come out and say, this is my disease. There are a few, there are some, but there are also a lot of other people who are afraid to publicize that for reasons of advancement perhaps in the company or whatever it is. And I personally think that's a very sad thing in our society. I think Steve Jobs is probably one of the great examples. Recently, when he was first ill, everybody was wondering what the heck is wrong with him, and it took him a long time to come out and identify what it was, when it would have helped a lot of other people. So I think that's not that we can do anything about it, but perhaps someday our society will be more forgiving of people who are in that situation, and it will be just become a normal thing that they will talk about their disease openly, which will help other people with the disease also.
My name is Lynette Reich, and I'm with Novartis Oncology. I'm happy to be here and look forward to getting more information out there in terms of the resources that we have available for patients that a lot of times are underutilized. Copay cards where patients can get their medication for $10, patient assistance, and a lot of other resources.
Hello, I'm Bob Waterworth. I'm a neighbor for Barbara and Jack Kavanaugh. Just got drafted. That's about
Can't
it.
say no.
You came to a party and look what happened.
Welcome to the club. Anyway, I've been blessed with making their acquaintance, and been very, very happy to be meeting everybody here.
He helps us with all this technical stuff that often is very intimidating for us.
Yes, it's a big, I was just going to mention that. It's a big help to us because we've all been to conferences where the PowerPoints don't work and the lights go on and off and whatever, but Bob takes care of that.
Hi, Fred again, and also I'm a member of the board, Arizona Myeloma.
Hi, I'm Patty Jensen. I'm a social worker at Banner Thunderbird Medical Center, and I work with the cancer support programs there. And it's really a pleasure to be here. The discussion so far has been very interesting and stimulating. Hi, I'm Nikki Gully, and my husband is a 2-year myeloma survivor. And I've been working with Barbara for about 2 years, and I'm working with her now with the caregiver program with Patricia and Kathleen.
Joan McFarland. I'm a public health nurse on the Navajo Reservation and have been there for 10 years. I wanted to say what Dr. Hubbard was talking about was I come across a lot of patients with, they'd rather do the traditional ceremonies. That is what they're more comfortable with. A lot of times they're led to believe that Western medicine isn't their answer. And so some use a combination, but it's usually traditional ceremonies are first line. And also, the history of being in studies is poor with the Navajos. It's been many years, I'm sure, before my time, but there were a lot of studies where they felt like the guinea pig syndrome or something. And so that's almost a dirty word to talk about studies, but there are ways to work with studies on the Navajo Reservation. And John Hopkins has done a wonderful job of with vaccines and stuff through working through the system. And the other thing I just wanted to say was that a problem I come across with my clients is that the support is usually not there for them. If one person is diagnosed with cancer, the first person that they're going to do is they're going to call the family together, and there'll be a family conference, and it'll be announced, and then it's usually the yeses against the no's. Are we going to go to an oncologist or not? And the elder usually goes with what the family wants them to do. It's usually not, well, I'm going to do this and you guys are going to follow me. It's more like, the kids say this and mom does that, whatever the kids say.
I'm Nancy Jenkins, and I'm Barbara's administrative assistant. The way I got involved was that my husband was diagnosed with myeloma 3.5 years ago, and we both became involved right away with ACMN, and it's been a very worthwhile experience. Met so many wonderful people, and it's nice to find out that the survival rates, thanks to all the researchers and everything, are going up. I'm very happy about that as the wife of a patient.
I was Jenkins. My dad had myeloma, so I'm a volunteer.
Kendra Sable, the manager of the Cancer Control Program at the Department of Health Services. But I just want to mention on a personal note that when I was a sophomore in high school, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I don't ever remember talking about it as a family. There certainly weren't support groups that came in to her or to anyone, really. And then later on, my father died of prostate cancer, so I get really involved with Fred here out there. And, and even 10 or 15 years later, we learned about it as children, his children, when it was in the late stages. So it's really important, like Boudour says, to really talk about it and get the word out there and just continue to educate people that it's okay to talk about this and to just, have everybody talk about it and get through some of those barriers. So, thank you.
Hi, my name is Wendy Kalish, and I'm with Pfizer Oncology, and I was recruited by Barbara and volunteered on the tissue awareness program, and I've met some wonderful people through that. And like what Kendra said, I grew up in another country where cancer is taboo, and education is so critical, and that's why I'm spending my time volunteering.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth Montague, and I'm on the board of directors, and I've done clinical research, and I set up the tissue bank at St. Joe's. My hope is, we've been talking about disparities and whatnot. My hope is that we'll actually go into personalized medicine, and